Hello, my name is Greg Milton. I am Director of Bands at Cummings High School in Burlington, North Carolina, and Broadview Middle School. What do I love about teaching music? I love unlocking passion and creativity in the students and those who are listening. Music has such an influence and such a power, and I love experiencing that and seeing that unfold in front of my eyes. One person who has inspired me is my high school band director, Terry Gullett. She was a Black female director who came and influenced me to remind me that no matter what your race and gender, socioeconomic is, you can make a difference. And so I'm extremely grateful for Terry Gullett. What did I need most when I was teaching? One, just good mentors, folks who had fallen in some holes and um, were letting me know what those holes were. One of the things that I think that good teachers need is good teachers who have been down the road that they're heading. And so I've been blessed to have some amazing mentors to remind me, Greg, you don't want to do those things. And so I'm extremely grateful for those early years that I made some mistakes, but I also had some great mentors that patted me on the back or gave me a good swift kicking in the behind during those early stages. And so I think teachers need a very good mentor, someone who they can confide in. One of the biggest challenges I think in education is how do we, number one, motivate students when so much is giving with the technology nowadays and the um, just with the abundance of resources for many of our students. How do we get teachers, students, and parents all to communicate and work together? I think one of the struggles is that with so much technology and gaming, there are no reasons whatsoever parents can't be involved. It used to be that if they couldn't show up to the parent meeting physically, they could not be involved. But now with Zoom and other platforms, we have many opportunities where parents can be involved. And so I think one of the biggest struggles in teaching music education is how do we get those parents back involved? As well as making sure every student has a quality instrument. I think that's one of the challenges now. We have some of our larger counties that are doing a great job with supplying instruments, but I think that we need to, if we're going to continue to call ourselves one of the richest countries in the world, we need to make sure that all of our students have quality instruments and quality instructions. And that's one way I advocate for my program is to ensure that through a program called Instrument in the Attic and other programs that I've designed, where former alumni can come and donate their instruments back to the band program, where we can ensure that students are not turned away because of not having an instrument and not having a quality instrument. Especially now, with you can buy instruments on Amazon and at Walmart. We want to make sure that students are able to have a quality instrument in their hand. So, again, I am uh, super grateful for being able to advocate. One piece of advice I would like to give to beginning teachers is make sure you don't think you know it all. Um, Make sure that you humble yourself and know that despite where I went to college, despite how well I sound on my horn, kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so I would encourage beginning teachers is make sure you form relationships with your students, lasting relationships that might be different. It is, it doesn't matter how well they play a quarter note if they're bad people. One thing I strive for at the music program I'm in is I say I'm trying to develop good musicians as well as good people. It doesn't matter how well you play a quarter note if you are a nasty person. And so again, how do you build good relationships with people? And that leads to the next question. I think you build relationships with people by having conversations, being present, letting the kids know that, hey, I'm going to push you to be the best musician you can be, but if you're struggling, I'm here for you. Same thing for parents. Many times, parents are doing the very best they can. And oftentimes, I'll just check in and call the parents and say, hey, I hadn't seen you in a while, just checking to see how you're doing. And that goes a long way. If every time they hear from you, it's about something negative that their child is doing, then most times they won't want to answer the phone. So I think relationships build by, build. by having good conversation with folks. So that way, when you need to have those tough conversations, they'll be present and ready to go. So again, I'm grateful for the opportunity to share this time with you all, and I'm grateful for NCMEA for all the work that you all continue to do. Take care.